oxygen level is 95, which is good. So, any medication change?
No,
No, but same. I can't think of any.
no change.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to give me a urine?
Yeah.
Okay, can you do that now, or you wanna wait till you see
I
Dr.
can do it right now, probably feel better.
He's floating.
Well, I had to wake him up, he wasn't expecting to have to
I've
come.
been saving myself.
For marriage.
Alright, well, let's get down there then, and then when we come back, I'll take your blood pressure, and then we'll get Dr. Engelman in. Oh, how tall are you, Steve?
I'm,
6'3",
Six
wasn't
inches.
it?
No.
Something like that.
6'6".
No, she's
I used to be.
5'9".
by 10.
That's what we weighed last year.
No,
170
no, he was 189
last year.
when he was in the hospital.
Oh, but he hadn't
And he
lost
lost
a lot of
it all,
weight,
he's
right.
never gained it all.
Yeah, but
That's good
Okay,
for him.
I gotta visit the cup, you guys.
All right. Say hi.
rolling on the river.
Be careful.
You got it right.
Thank God she did good.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
Oh, she carried on with it. You tell her something? You tell her something?
I've been talking to her today.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's getting that, when I got up, woke him up and I told him what was going on. He's, okay, fine. And then all of a sudden, looked at me and said, you happy? So he'll be,
You should told him that, I.
I told him, I said, honey,
Well,
I
then
didn't
why
do
bother?
this.
You didn't. He wasn't.
I tried to touch his arm over there and he pulled it away.
We'll tell him that it was our doing.
Oh.
My daughter told me that how you're all working together, and I told her, I said, I can't get him to believe it.
You're not
Hey.
gonna change how he thinks.
You got those papers?
I
He
can
gave
tell
it to me.
that's on the that's in his mind now, and that's not gonna change. But it's actually, it's a very common thing, this dementia, is accusations about your spouse being unfaithful. That was a common,
Really?
yes, that's what I'm telling you, but stuff I said, what?
Nance said there's some guy that she worked with, his father did the same thing.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, just started accusing the wife of.
And it's, well, your father never swears.
That's not him.
Because he called me a goddamn,
God, that's not him.
I know that.
That's
I know
this
that.
other thing, this other
I know.
condition.
Okay. He just told me that that you're cheating on him, you know. And I said, well, how do you know that to be true? And he goes, I caught her. So I said, oh, I don't think that's true.
No, but, I'm 84 years old, he's 88.
Yeah, I know.
And it happens in the middle of the night. Now,
Oh, he
who
does.
could see me? He was sound asleep, he started, I just, and then you were gone, so I went and followed you. Well, that means he had to get himself up,
He go out at
get
night.
dressed,
She
in
don't
the
drive
dark,
away.
but I can't convince him any other way.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to.
So, the article my daughter read to me on the phone, she said, just, when he starts that, just don't answer him.
Yeah.
And
Just sort of go along.
Go along with
Just
it
go along.
and then distract him. Change
And then
something.
distract him about
Change
something
the
else.
subject.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would go along with it, but I'm not the doctor.
Right.
Because if you aggravate him,
Right.
that might happen if you go along with him. But I think I would
there's so
definitely
many
change.
changes, they're subtle, but being with him 24/7. Now, see, I'm not allowed to drive the car unless he's with me. He's got the steering wheel locked, you know, he's got it chained.
Oh, still? It's still locked?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, unless I had to go to the bank yesterday and he wouldn't even let me drive the bank.
I mean, do
Without
you
him.
fear for yourself?
No,
Do you fear for him?
I worry about him. I'm more concerned about him. I don't want him to fall,
Right.
and I want him to be happier than he is. And I think that when he's lost so much they can't do anymore.
Yeah.
Now, like he used to live to play with his computer. He hasn't touched it in months,
Okay.
and he doesn't like. He hasn't.
Well, let's see if maybe he's got the urinary tract infection. I'm gonna dip it while
Wouldn't
Dr.
that be-
Engelman's in
wouldn't
here.
that make him burn though? He would know that. No.
Does Dr. Ankerman, does he want to talk to Dad, county in private, or does us?
That's up to your dad. Now, if he would rather, you can ask Dr. Engelman what he would prefer.
Well, I don't
you
make
know,
my father
and-
more uncomfortable than we were. making them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I know he thinks that I was the one that set this up. That's the first thing he said.
Yeah, 'cause I said to tell him that I asked for a urine. So, no, ask Dr. Engelman, see what he says, and, you know, if your dad's fine with it, that's fine. If Dr. Engelman wants you out, then, you know, go out.
Oh, okay, darling.
He might have other questions that he, you know,
Sure.
Right.
would ask, so let's wait and see.
Okay, darling.
Here he comes, I wanna get his blood pressure.
Hey, empty it out?
You feel better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Oh,
I feel
that's
lighter
good.
on my feet and everything.
I know. I'm sorry to make you do that, but
Well,
I
had to
needed
anyway,
to.
so thanks for
Excuse me.
That's alright. You need a stool? You want this under your
Sample, or you talking about something else?
As you get older, I'm getting shorter.
We could accommodate you there too. Have you done our colorectal screening yet?
Not really, though.
No?
Quite a while.
Okay.
I can't remember the last one I had.
Not that awfully long ago.
When's the
They,
last you
that
had
was,
one?
they probably, they did that when you were in the
Oh,
hospital.
last year?
Oh, no, because I was clear, so it
Oh,
was probably
really?
about 4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
They did all that up at the hospital when he was in the
So
hospital.
did they really?
They did everything.
They did last night, it was colonoscopy and that.
130 over 58.
No, it's not as bad as he's had it. He's had it up over 200.
Did I tell you where my blood sugar was?
That's your left
That's what Dad's blood sugar was at.
200. I
Over
called the
200.
doctor and said, what is going on? He goes,
That's not bad.
oh, bad for me. He said, the steroids you were on, they put me on steroids. He said, that's skyrocket. So I checked it.
There's a lot of things that affect.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
But tell
you know,
him that you're ready.
you think you have to
Okay,
eat
thank
some
you.
sugar,
You're welcome.
and there's so many other things that can affect it.
He told me that, like I took steroids for 2 weeks. He said, no, wait 2 weeks so it wears out of you, and then check it again. I haven't checked it since, but you still check yours every day? You check yours every day? Sugar?
Just about every day.
Really?
I got a little booklet I should write, yeah, my blood pressure and my sugar. So every morning.
Blood pressure?
Yep. Blood
You got a machine or something? How do you do it?
Mm-hmm. It goes, fits on the cuff. It's a digital.
Oh, you have a cuff at your house.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
morning.
well, it goes on his wrist.
On your wrist.
Yeah, not like they have here.
Yeah,
It just
still,
goes
but it
on.
reads it up.
I prick my finger and get my
Just like the
Is it
digital.
accurate?
sugar and all that.
It's accurate?
Mm-hmm.
But the sugar, you prick it? You prick your finger for sugar, Dan?
Yeah.
Do it about every morning. First thing before I do anything else, I do that.
Do you do shots anymore?
I take an insulin 9 o'clock at night.
One a night?
14,
Comes Larry.
14 years old. Look, yeah, little marks on there.
Yeah, man,
How many times you do it? Once a day?
Every night I have to take insulin, but then I have to take it also another type of insulin before every meal if my sugar's high.
Before every meal. So you check your sugar before every meal. Get out! I mean, you prick your finger before every meal. God.
I do mine.
There's
every
this
night.
morning.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I hate doing
every
that.
morning, yeah. I take my insulin 9 o'clock at night and my shots.
Do you notice a difference? Do you notice a difference? If, like, let's say your sugar reads low, like, I don't know if it's low, it's 80, 70, I don't know. Do you notice it, how you feel if you're low?
I can usually have it, and I have a little tube of that stuff that brings my sugar back up if I need it.
But you feel it, though. You can
Yeah,
feel
I
it.
can feel
Have you
it,
ever feel
yeah.
it's high?
high and lightheaded.
Lightheaded, yeah.
That's how I feel all the
Sweat.
time.
Sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Sweat.
When it's low, you tend to shake.
Really? Well, I must be high because that's how I've been feeling the last month.
I carried orange candy things.
So if you're high, you take insulin.
No, he has to take it anyway.
No,
Every
he
night
just
at 9
takes
o'clock.
the ones that he and I take at night is a slow acting overnight thing.
Keeps your sugar down.
Just
14 units.
regulates you. So hopefully when you wake up in the next day and you prick your finger, it's going to be between 80 and 120 and you're fine. And that's what that's supposed to do. From kind of helps regulate you from all your day activity overnight.